Welcome back to episode 4 of the Big Turbo STI build. In today's episode, we are retorquing the cylinder heads to ensure 90 foot-pounds across all 6 studs on each side. ARP recommends at least an hour or two, then recheck the torque. However, we waited overnight to do this procedure. We are getting closer and closer to the end of the road and getting this motor ripping down the road. That's enough talk, let's get to it. Go. Take the cams out. Okay, and if you remember from last episode, I torqued them down to 90. So got my digital torque wrench right here. Bump it up. There we are. 90.5. Fuck it. Let's see if they moved at all. See? So, really want to recheck it? Because that one moved quite a bit. That one moved a little bit. Not so much. So it was just one that was more loose than the others, but they all moved a little bit, so.
Yeah, Carlos, one is more loose than the other.
So I got the red line stuff. This is just a assembly lube. I put them on the buckets. That way they don't get any, because it's going to take a little while to build the oil pressure up to here. So make sure they're really lubricated, like so. Just get like a little dab, as well as on these cam journals. These cam journals already came with a little bit of lube from the shop that built these heads, but I mean, it honestly doesn't hurt. You just gotta make sure that we clean the mating surface all the way around really, really nice. There we go. So if you guys have, I believe it's the 04 to 07 STI, I don't think the 08 Plus uses them, but they use half moons, which is the seal that goes right here. I don't know why Subaru even had these in the first place. I don't know why they couldn't just extend it out like that, how they did in the newer models, but basically put silicone right here, get it nice and sealed up right there, and we'll do the same thing right there, and then we'll get the cam on, and we'll put silicone all right here, right there, and we'll just follow the instructions what it calls for on all data, and then we'll go from there. You don't want to put too much because then the oil is going to catch it, and you don't want silicone in your oil. But you don't want to put not enough because then you're going to have a leak later on.
I have a leak.
So I like to have the LIC logo out just for show. I don't think it really matters, but just press it in there like that. You see how it presses out like that? That's a perfect seal right there, honestly. And then I'm gonna make sure that this surface right here is leveled. That way we won't have any leaks. See, like that, perfect. And you want to clean the surfaces up here as quickly as possible because the silicone's still wet. It just wipes off super easily compared to if you were to wipe it off like maybe like 20 minutes or an hour later. I'm just gonna get a small hammer to massage it flat because right here it's slightly higher than this side. So I'm just gonna tap it like so. Make sure they're level. There. Do the same thing over here. There we go. So that's a really good seal. You can be pretty thorough with this because Either way, it's gonna get oil everywhere, but you just wanna make sure you get that initial oil, that way it's not metal on metal. It's super important to not get silicone inside here when you put silicone right here, because you don't wanna clog up this. Oh, this one doesn't have it, but the ABCS one has a oil galley that goes straight to the ABCS. But either way, it's still really important that you don't get silicone in there. So after it's all nice and buttered up, just drop it in there like so. If it, see, like smooth. If it ever wants to fight you, just pull that cam out and just put it back in. It should just nice and easy like that. Okay, so it's gonna be a total of 8 bolts. So 3, 2, and 3 at the bottom. This one, and this one are long bolts, which are like this. And the short ones, like this one, is this one, and this one. So just start them in there by hand tight. You don't want to cross thread these. I've seen people cross thread them and end up fucking up their shit.
We don't want to fuck up our shit.
No.
Oh, Jose shit.
Yeah, exactly. And these do have a torque sequence. I think these are just like 4 foot-pounds, which is just where the shoulder sits. So where that shoulder sits, it will touch the bottom of the cam cap on this case. So if you try torquing them more, that's when they snap. So that's why they're really easy to snap. You just want to do these hand tight, and then we'll get to the torque specs in a little bit. Hold this. So you're gonna keep on twisting it, like so. You're gonna see it move. Watch that. Until it does that, that's no more. If you do past that, you're gonna break it.
And you can buy Jose a new block.
Yeah. So here, you're gonna do B. So this seal right here, I'll get a close-up shot of it. This is what you want, to have it a little bit of excess poking out. That lets you know that you made a really good seal, like how we did on these half moons on the back of the head. And you see it's like that all the way around, it's barely poking out. The parts where they're bolts, the valve cover gasket went inside, so that's why you don't see any right there, if you guys are wondering. But it's like that all the way around, and that's what you want.
So we are back. How far did we get?
We got the cam caps all torqued and spec'd out. We got the cam seals installed. Valve covers on, as you can see. So now we're going to start the spark plugs and the coil packs to get this side completely done. We haven't done the coil packs or the spark plugs on the other side. We just want to make sure we got everything all done first. So we pull out the spec sheet, which is right here. The spark plug is T1 and the coil pack is T2. So if you look at it, T1 is 15 foot-pounds, which you do 15 times 12, and that's 180. So that's where we're torquing this down to right now. You don't want to go past this recommended torque spec because you're going to strip out the spark plug. And if you strip that out, you literally have to disassemble everything that we just did right now and go get that part rethreaded.
Sounds like fun.
Fine. I'll never ever do another stupid thing. Good night.
So yeah, don't want to pass that. It feels sketchy, but I mean it's the recommended torque spec, so if you have the right spark plug and the right tool, you should not over torque it. Or should not strip either. So now we're going to do the other side. I have these, it makes it really, really nice that you have a spark plug socket, because this has a magnet that will hold the spark plug. I'll show you. So here's your spark plug. We're using NGK One Step Colder. They're already pre-gapped, so watch. See, it's magnetic. So that'll help you thread it down, like so. Get in there by hand tight. That way I know it grabbed the thread and it's not cross-threading it. Work it to 180 inch-pounds. Like so. Then we do the same thing for the last one. Then we'll catch you up with the coil packs when we're done. So the coil pack, which is T2, and that one calls for 11.7 foot-pounds. So times that by 12 again to convert it to inch-pounds. So we'll do that right now.
140.
So we'll get 140 on this handy dandy torque wrench. Like so. And then that's pretty much going to be the process for the rest of the three. Thank you guys for watching today's video. As you can see, the motor is pretty much ready to go. It just needs to be timed, it needs a harness, and it needs some stuff to be routed, like the fuel lines and some other oil hoses. Hopefully, we'll let you guys see that in the next episode, and the episode after that, we'll hopefully drop it in the 07 STI. Thank you guys again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys later.
Booyah.